All right, so now we want to change the color of our graphic. Clip art currently uses a variety of colors, and we want to really try and blend the colors with what we're doing, okay? So the first thing we want to do is we want to stay and make sure that we click our picture so that we are in the picture format tab, and we want to go to the color button. So right over here, I'm sorry, in the picture format tab, we'll go to color, and we're going to go ahead and select the green accent color 1 dark because it fits closely with what we're doing. Now you can set a transparent color in the graphic. In Word, you can make one color in a graphic transparent, or that is remove that color. You would make a color transparent if you wanted to remove part of a graphic or see text or colors behind a graphic. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take the color out of one of the sides of the book. And that way, because instead of it being dark green, it'll be a little bit easier to see, and you guys will have an opportunity to see how this works. So go back up to color and set a transparent color, and then you get a little wand, and we're going to click on that right there. Okay. Now, the other thing that we can do is we can adjust the brightness or the lightness of a graphic, and also contrast or show the difference between the lightest and darkest areas of the graphic. So what we're going to do is increase the brightness and contrast of our graphic by 20%. And we want to do this to lighten the graphic slightly, to decrease the emphasis on the page, and at the same time increase the difference between the light and the dark areas. So we're still in the picture tab format. We're going to go up here to the corrections button, click on our drop down box, and we'll find that the brightness and contrast 20% to be right about there. So go ahead and click on that. Now, you'll notice we have no border currently on our picture, and we want to change that because we would like to have a green border just like the one up in our design. So we're going to go ahead and again, click on our box and make sure we've got it clicked, position a picture border, and we're going to do green accent 1 around our border. Okay. So the book's graphic is to be positioned to the right of the shape. Clip art by default is formatted as an inline graphic, which means it cannot be moved to a precise location on the page. Recall that inline graphics are part of paragraphs. So they can be positioned according to paragraph formatting, like centering or left align. To move the graphic to the right of the shape, we're going to format it as a floating object with in front of text wrapping. Okay, so we'll go ahead and right click, wrap text, and do in front of text. And that'll allow us to have a little more maneuverability and flexibility. So now we need to go ahead and move our graphic. So we're going to first, before we move our graphic, let's go ahead and shorten up. There we go. And we're going to eyeball this at this point. We're going to be inserting the picture in on both sides. So we'll shorten that up right now. And we just left click and then drag our picture. And one of the things you'll notice right off the bat is that our picture is a little too large. So rather than go and resize it the way that I showed you, we can go ahead and at this point use our cursor to take it down to the size that we want. And now I'm going to just bring it out a little bit more. And I used the arrow up and arrow down to get it where I wanted it when I wasn't using my mouse. Okay. Now, I want to put it on the other side, but I don't want to go through the process of having to insert another image and reformat it. So I'm simply going to copy that. And one of the things that I can do, I can copy multiple ways, but we'll go ahead and go home, click our copy, and then click paste. But when we choose paste, we want to keep our source formatting because we've worked really hard to get our document the way that we want it. Okay. So now that we've got it pasted, we're going to go ahead and left click, drag it over to the other side, and paste it over there. Now we want the books, you'll notice on this side, and I'm actually going to move that over. Okay, I like how that looks. On this side, we've got the lower books facing the name, and over here we want to get the books flipped. So we're going to click on our picture. So basically we want the pictures to mirror one another. Go to our Format tab, and over here under Arrange, we're going to rotate our objects. So we will click on the drop-down box and we're going to say Flip Horizontally. And you'll notice that the pictures now mirror each other. Okay? All right. At this point, it's time for us to go ahead and save our work. So we'll go to File, Save As. You'll find it wherever you are saving your work. Oops. And I have them saved in different files. And we're going to save it as Samara's Letterhead. Click Save.